There was a question on the Hug forum about changing the labels on a higher logic contact form. So this is my contact form, and if you look in the options, they don't give you any options to change these labels that I'm aware of. I wasn't able to find any. Um, and so higher logic, and they don't have like what's known as a language editor. Some content management systems, you can go in, there's a big page of all of the labels. You can change them if you need a different language, whatever. You can do that in the site. um, and also higher logic does not have a proper theme editor, so even if I knew HTML and I wanted access to the HTML in this control, the contact control, you can't do that in CSS. You've got no access to the HTML. So, okay, we've got a couple things working against us here, but I was wondering what would it take to actually change. Let's say I wanted some Spanish or some other language in this microsite. And actually, that's a good point. This is so the person asking the question, they said they have chapter microsites. So I assume they have a ton of microsites all around the world. Some need to have different language, but she's actually syndicating the control. So it's probably good we don't have access to the underlying HTML. If this is syndicated, you don't want to change it everywhere, just in this microsite. So what can we do just on a microsite to change the labels? And we could do some JavaScript. That's a little heavy-handed, though. I was trying to figure out a CSS only solution. And we actually have some hooks in place to do that. And now higher logic does not give us very good classes. The HTML, it's missing stuff that we can easily hook onto. But luckily with CSS, nowadays we can hook onto pretty much anything, even this label. So this does require you to get into the code a little bit. This is my debugging tool. But okay, so we have a label, says label. It's got this ID. We don't want to hook onto this ID. Anytime you see CTL and a number, you don't want to hook onto it. And also, we see main copy a lot. I have a feeling, I don't know, something got copied, but this, if they clean this up eventually, you don't want to hook onto stuff called main copy. It's just not it's probably not supposed to be there. But anyway, so we have something with the for attribute and first name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write a new rule. So we've got label and then brackets. And this is advanced CSS. Normally, if you're a beginner at CSS, you're probably not going to learn how to hack around like this, but we do this a lot in higher logic. So we're going to do my brackets for wildcard equals, and then I'm going to paste in first name. And what I'm going to do here is add some new text in the CSS. I can actually add text content in the CSS. So I'm going to go boink boink before, then I'm going to do content, and this is going to be my new label. I'm going to say to nombre. I don't know if that's totally correct, but you get the ideas. And let's see, I'm going to do font weight, bold, font size. I'm just going to make it bigger. So maybe in this site, there still may be some people that are speaking English. So maybe we're just going to color orange. Maybe we're just going to call out like a separate label. I don't know if that's a best practice. Probably probably not, but who knows? Maybe there's some English people that are still on your uh, happened upon this page. They just wants to contact, and maybe it's actually helpful to have the English. Um, but if not, if I don't want the English at all, what I'm going to do is another style. I'm just going to tell the color to be white, and then we don't see it anymore. We could change the font size 0 also. That'll make sure I don't even see it. So you can see with 2 lines of CSS, we can change the label. And so you don't want to throw this in your theme, because I assume all your microsites, chapter microsites, are using the same theme. So that would cause an issue if you put this in the global theme. And as far as I can tell, this is the only page that's going to use these custom labels. So I'm going to go copy my new styles, and I'm just going to put it directly on this page, and I'm going to use the HTML control. Need my style tags, paste it in there, and oh yeah, CSS labels. Good idea to label it appropriately so you know what's in there. So if we've got CSS labels, it's only on this page, so I know I'm not gonna, I may have some other pages that I don't want these labels on. So now I can keep it, localize it just to this page. If I view the page again, we can see we've got to nombre right there. So that is how we can change labels in only one microsite. But got a problem, or I don't think we're done yet. This is the validation text. So really what we probably want to do is really the same thing, although this is a span with an ID. And to hook onto that, we are going to do span ID wildcard equals first name required, and then I'm gonna go point before, and then I'll do content. And okay, my Spanish is not that good. Before enter whatever, I don't know. And then I'm gonna tell this to display block and font weight bold. So if I wanted to, again, I could keep the English also, but in this example, I'm just going to hang on, font size. I'm just going to, okay. So I just wrote 2 new styles for the validator. If you think you need that, this may be a little overkill, but I'm just going to add that to my custom style here. Save. View that again. Now I take this. Okay. And so that's how we can get full custom labels in just one microsite.